Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. I just wanted to shoot a quick video of some books I just got in that I ordered that are kind of heating up right now that you may want to see if you can find, if you can get them at a good price. Right now there's a lot going on with DC and Marvel. They've got a couple titles that are really pretty strong. I'd say the writing is awesome, the artwork's great. One of the ones I wanted to mention was Justice League Dark, and this one right now, this just came out. There's an A and a B cover. I've got both those coming in the next week, but I also quickly bought this. I went on some auctions on eBay and I ended up getting this for like $40, free shipping, which was a pretty good deal. I mean, I think this thing's going for like $60 to $75 right now. So I think it's a 1 in 50 variant. So a lot less printed of this. A beautiful copy. What I was impressed is how great a condition this is. The seller, I think, had this pre-ordered a long time ago. And when I got this, I couldn't believe the condition. I mean, I rarely ever claim that a book is 9.8, but this one definitely, in my opinion, is a 9.8. I mean, I can't see a flaw on the thing, especially on the front or the back. So, maybe there's a printing error somewhere inside. There's always something that a grader will find that will keep it from being like a 10 or a 9.9, but this is easily a 9.8 in my opinion. So, beautiful book. I love that cover. Capullo does a great job. I would love to see Capullo just do a Swamp Thing series. I think, if you put a decent writer, I mean, imagine Donny Cates and Greg Capullo doing Swamp Thing. Holy shit. That would be huge. I would love to see the two of them collaborate on Swamp Thing. So any of you YouTubers out there that have massive channels and a lot more subscribers than I do, maybe you can use that idea and promote it. See if you can get that up the channel there to those two guys. I mean, that would just be fantastic if you had the two of them collaborating on Swamp Thing. I would think that would be awesome. So there's Justice League Dark. I definitely recommend you pick that up. There's the first cameo appearance of the Upside Down Man is in that. It's just a one-panel deal, so number 2 is going to be the first full appearance, I believe. He's just one little cameo, so this is going to be considered the first appearance, cameo appearance, but not the first full. Number 2 should be the first full. And then the other one I picked up is Infinity Wars Prime. This is the 1 in 25 variant, the Hildebrandt variant. Not my favorite cover, actually. I like the Perez one a little bit better. And I think the A cover as well is, I think it's Deodato that did that one. I think both those covers are better than this one. But there's a lot going on in this book. There's a couple interesting things that happened in this book. I won't give away any spoilers on that. But this could be a marquee book to have, and a 1 in 25, little scarcer variant definitely increases the potential for this book. So I got a pretty good price on that. I think I picked it up around $50 online. I got it early, I think maybe 20 minutes after I bought it. I think the price jumped up to like $75. You might be able to find an auction out there and pick it up below 75, but I would say this is easily going to be a $100 book, given the demand for it right now. So that way, if you can get a good price on that, or maybe your local shop has one. I mean, I called around to 5 or 6 shops near me, and I think a couple of them had it because they ordered enough, but they had sold it already. So I think if you had pre-ordered this thing, I know you could have pre-ordered it between $20 and $25. You can't pre-order everything. I mean, I try to kind of figure out what's going to be hot ahead of time and try to pre-order things and get ahead of it. But yeah, you just can't. There's always going to be something out there that just you can't anticipate it's going to be a hot book. So, and I think this is one of them, Infinity Wars Prime. So, if you find that in your local shop at a good price, I would pick it up. Another thing I wanted to highlight was I'd shown this on my last video, Omega Men #3. This is the first appearance of Lobo. I would definitely be picking this up. He is going to be in a new TV series. I think he's going to make an appearance in the Titans TV series. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. You can still find this on eBay, relatively cheap, 40, 50 bucks. I think I paid $60 for this one, mainly because it's probably 9.6 or better. Just my pet peeve, and you'll get to know this about me, is I don't like any spine ticks if I can help it. I'm okay with a little blunting on the edges. You get a little blunt sometimes on the edge of a book. But the big thing for me is I don't like to see any spine ticks. I love a really, really clean spine. I'd rather have a cleaner spine and have more issues with edges than spine ticks. And this one is really, really glossy, great color. I think that's going to be a good book. In my opinion, that's a very, very undervalued book. $50, $60 book that I think is going to be a couple $100. Once people really catch on to Lobo, and he's kind of the Wolverine of the DC universe, in my opinion, and that's his first appearance. So pick that up if you haven't already. Another book I wanted to highlight was this is the Batman 50 Mattina variant. That's the Virgin cover. So basically, I picked up the set. There's three covers. You got the Virgin, you got the regular color dress, and then you've got a beautiful black and white, which is really nice, of Mattina with the Joker. So, the wedding didn't happen. I think what's happened is a lot of these covers, there are just so many variants for issue number 50. I kind of got caught into that. I think I can't remember the store that was selling these exclusively as a set. I think it was either Comic Exposure or Unknown Comics. I don't think it was either one of them. I think it was a UK. It was international. I think it came from the UK, so it might have been Forbidden Planet. One of those sites I think it was a UK store, was selling these exclusively. So Mattina had contracted specifically with one particular store. He produced these covers, and I got a fairly decent deal on them, but I don't know. I think I've gone a little overboard on these variants lately. So I think I'm going to try to calm it down a little bit. It's a beautiful cover. I do like the artwork, but long term, what's the collectability going to be of this book? I don't know. It's nothing really major happens in it, in my opinion. So I was kind of hoping someone would die, or the marriage thing. I figured in the back of my head that wasn't going to happen. Batman really isn't, in my opinion, a character that can ever really be a normal person. So being married I don't think is in the cards for Batman. But I think it would have been pretty cool if they had killed off Catgirl or Catwoman, and then Batman goes on this revenge spree of trying to figure out who did it, and that kind of thing. So that would have been cool if they had done that, if Tom King had done that instead. But we'll see. Tom King has done some great things in the past. He's not my favorite writer right now. I think the Batman book is definitely, a lot of people are complaining about it, and apparently Tom King has been threatened. He's got a full-time bodyguard. Geez Louise, these comic book fans. I guess I'm a comic book fan, but I don't understand how somebody could get that upset to threaten someone's life. You may not like what a writer is doing, but the best way to show that is not buy their comic book. So I guess some people went a little overboard threatening the life of Tom King. So we'll see. Tom King has 100. He supposedly is going to go 103 issues with Batman, and it's a full run, and these are events that will make sense down the road, supposedly. That was on a recent interview that he did with Wire. Yeah, I think it was Sci-Fi Wire that he just did an interview on. So be on the lookout for some changes there in Batman. I'm going to continue on with it. I heard 51 and 52 get pretty good. I like Lee Weeks' artwork, so I'll probably continue to buy it, mainly because of the artwork and hoping that Tom King's writing improves a little bit or makes it more interesting going forward. So those were some of the books that I wanted to highlight. There's also some developments coming out in the next week or two, some books that are going to be heating up. Jim's Comics is another YouTuber that I've been in contact with a lot, and he's going to be coming out with a video going into a lot more detail as to some books that are probably going to jump way up in value. We're talking these are $3, $4, $5 books, maybe dollar bin books that potentially could be $40, $50 books. So I'm going to let him reveal that. He's done a great job of researching that and getting the information. So be on the lookout for a video from Jim's Comics that's going to be coming out soon. He'll have a lot more detail on that. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great week. Tomorrow is New Comic Book Day, so go get your books. I'll be shooting a video probably next week. I'm going to have a little time off. I'm going on a little vacation out of town, so I will try to shoot some videos the following week on stuff that I received on my orders. All right, everybody, have a great week. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications, and please leave comments. I would love to hear feedback, things that you're hearing out there in the comic community that would add value. I would love to see your comments. All right, everybody, thanks.